We would be honored if you would join. We would be honored if you would join us.
I see you. Fresh meat.
God bless those pagans.
Remember the 5th of November.
Hello, everybody. All right, wait, no, it's not Friday. We got to change that. It's not Friday. It's not Friday at all. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Unless you live in like Europe and stuff. I ate my walls. Unless you live in like Europe or something like that, then it's Sunday, I believe. Then it's Sunday. So, um, we're trying something a little bit new today. Somebody very generously sent that over to me via Steam. So we're gonna check that out. And also, somebody very generously sent me a t-shirt. I was gonna wear it tonight, but I was like, we're not really playing a space game, so I'll wait to wear that when I'm playing a space game or something sci-fi themed. I think you guys will get a big kick out of it when I do decide to wear it. It's pretty funny. At least I think so. In Canada, it's Friday in Canada. You guys are always one day behind in Canada, though, aren't you? I'm kidding. But yeah, we're gonna check this out. We're gonna see what it's all about. I've never played it. I've seen little bits of. What's up, Grumpy? Seen little bits of it here and there, but I've never I never sat and watched it. Not because it was uninteresting or anything. I just didn't know what was going on. So yeah, let's check it out. Let me fire it up. I only turned it on to make sure my screen captures were set up right. And yeah. So no Cortec, no buzzwords, no 12 years in development, but pure fun. I'm okay. I'm excited then. I'm excited. Also, tonight, guys, I have to stay up all night long, and I'm going to be doing a lot of recording tonight, and depending on how long it takes, maybe even getting into a little bit of editing, and I'm going to be getting some videos out to you hopefully next week. Make sure you stay in the closet for as long as you can. You'll know when you get to it. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll go English. Have I played Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider until... Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Enter the current time. It's, what time is it? Oh. You're gonna be like that? Okay. Close enough. Close enough. Grumpy, you're getting me hyped for this game. You're getting me hyped for this game. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Alrighty. The sound effect's okay. It's not too loud, not too quiet. Let me know if it needs to be adjusted. The end is never what?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in
Getting a
room
hitchhiker vibe.
427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished
This would be
every moment that
soul-ripping.
the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
God bless those pagans.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him.
Thank you for coming,
No one had
Pagan.
showed up to
Everybody
give
make
him
sure you visit
instructions,
Pagan and
call a
Grumpy Eye
meeting,
Gaming.
or even say
They both have
hi.
YouTube channels and
Never in all
Twitch
his
channels.
years at the
Go check them
company
out.
had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his
Scarred guy
senses,
is lame
he got up from
and
his desk
strange.
and
He
stepped
plays
out
weird
of his
games.
office.
So that's okay. Alrighty. Can we... I gotta slow down. Okay, that's not slowing it down. We're gonna move it down just a little bit. Still a little fast, but that's okay. Okay, E does stuff.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room? Ooh, can we photocopy something?
Stanley
No?
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. Is this the meeting room?
We would be honored if you would
Brian,
join
what's
us.
up, man? Trying something a little bit new today. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I go to the door on the right? Should I go to the one on the left, or should I... Should I actually go to the left one? What do you guys think? Should I go to the left one? Should I actually follow instructions, or should I go off the beaten path? You ain't saying shit, huh? For science.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Yeah,
JT, what's up? I am not going that way. Let's see what happens if I go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, I would be a terrible cube jockey. I really would be.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh, for
it,
her.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is her?
She's been waiting.
What? Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Matrix. Wait, what?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right,
She's
now,
very chipper.
I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your day.
Ah!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a
Wow.
point here, Stanley. I'm
I'm gonna
to get
need
you to
therapy
see
after
something.
this.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That's creepifying.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press G. Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I already ate
Now
dinner, bro.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press F to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize
damn
about his
it.
own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
There we go. We back. We're back. We're back. Woo! Woo! All right. There we go. There we go. We got it. Look at that. See, I'm tech savvy, sorta. I'm tech savvy.
But there is no answer.
Ah!
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends
Wait,
here,
is he
the more
describing
invested he
my
gets,
life, or is
the
he
more
describing Star
forgets
Citizen?
which life is the real one.
Sorry.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Come on, talk more shit to me. Come on. Come on. You gonna talk shit or what? He's...
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Oh, what a
How
dick.
can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he
What a
remains here,
dick.
he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing.
Suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe
And I
this
tried again,
time.
and Stanley
Please
pushed a
die.
button. And I
Wow.
tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the hell? The end is never the end. And here we are, back at the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Back to this
Stanley
again?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I stick my finger in the pencil sharpener? Even the glass makes typing sounds.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
All right, let's go left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
does that
up to
say?
his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. This is some great corporate BS. They do. Oh my god. Sitting through these sucks. Alright, that's enough, kiddo.
Hey, how'd you know?
Charts and slides. Alright, you gotta go. You gotta go. Alright, thank you, honey.
Hello.
Alright. Go on. It's time for bed for you, isn't it?
Hey.
It's only 8?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. That's enough reading that. Let's see what this is. Thanks, honey. Violet James, you're fired. All right, we'll move on. We'll move on. We'll move on. Ooh, the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
This must be what Grumpy was talking
There
about.
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
This must be what Grumpy and
Baffling
Brian
that
were talking
Stanley was
about.
still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I love the fact that this game is talking down to me in such a condescending way. I love it.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Come on.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That all the drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my
Well, I've
god.
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. We got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing
Oh
here.
my God.
When a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Oh my God.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Oh my God.
All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm gonna see if he talks anymore before I leave. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, or like a minute or two. If he doesn't say anything, I'll leave. Oh my God. This guy's hilarious. Okay, I don't think he's gonna say anything else. Can I make him say something? Oh, he will? He will? Okay. Okay. Does this say something bad about me and me wanting to be verbally abused by a video game? Is this... Am I some sort of sick individual? Come on, Mr. Narrator. Come on. I am Jack's total lack of empathy. That sounds about the norm for a Star Citizen player. Oh, man. Come on, dude. You know... corner creep. Yeah. Yeah, I did corner creep a little bit, didn't I? Hey, at least after I figured out what was going on, I turned around and faced the wall. Or rolled over and faced the wall, is really what happened. Really, Grumpy? You know, this is peak Star Citizen gameplay right here. Peak Star Citizen gameplay. Is there a lay on the floor button? Nope, just crouch. No jump. F doesn't do anything. Q doesn't do anything. Hey, R is not reloading. Alright, I guess we should go, huh?
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna see what happens. I can't zoom in. I can't read it.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh, yeah.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
wait a second.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Wow.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa, whoa,
Then
whoa.
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
I'm going to wait for him to finish, but I have a very important question.
Was Stanley simply deceiving
What's going
himself,
on, Milk?
believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock
This
to
is
Stanley.
crazy.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
I'm going to
Did
try
the voice not see
something.
him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
Damn it.
surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Oh, just
The
trying a new
press of the
game out.
mattress
Well, it's
on
not
his
new,
back.
but something new to me.
The fresh air of a world outside this one.
Getting abused
Let me
mentally
wake up,
and verbally
he
by
thought to himself.
a narrator in a video
I'm
game. It's
through with this
great.
dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I am not
Everything
normal.
will be fine.
I am not normal.
I am okay.
And we're back.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What the
This is the
hell?
story of a woman named Mariella.
I'm not a woman.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
What
She
the
rose,
hell?
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this
I'm
particular
dead.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would
What?
soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone
The
knows what
narrator
crazy
killed me
people look
off.
like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension,
Yes,
the rest
yes,
of
for
her
sure,
life.
Milk.
She had no time for this.
Luke,
So
what's
it was
up?
only
How
a
you doing?
moment
Welcome
that
to the
she
stream.
stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
The end is never the end. Okay. Here we go again. Alrighty. Here we go again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait, I'm
What
not
did it mean?
Mirabella now?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Okay.
simply missed a memo.
Alright, so we're going to go back to the meeting room. So what I'm decided to do is I'm going to take it to the same place every time, and then when it gives me a new choice, I'm going to do the opposite of what the narrator says.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So we already went right. We went down the stairs this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Wait.
Stanley decided to
That
go
says
up to
TPS
his
report.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That's funny. Synergize, core values. We just did that at Michelin not too long ago. Here's the broom closet. Let's see if he says anything different.
No, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Ah, wow. Wow. Oh, wow. We'll give it another minute, see if he says anything. Woo. Let's see if he says anything else. Skeet! What's up, man? Long time no see. How you doing? All right, so I guess we should go upstairs
Coming to a
this time.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. This is a hell of an office, man. Of course it shuts. This is a... I am Jack's Rage. Business strategy. Ooh. All right, let's explore a little bit more before we get on the elevator.
Stepping into his
Oh, no,
manager's
no,
office,
no, no.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
We're gonna go to the back rooms. I wanted to go in the elevator. Do I get a flashlight? I'm scared. So the question I was going to ask, I read about this study and they were talking about how only X percentage of people in the world have a little voice that talks to them, like their little conscious that talks to them in their head. And I was wondering if anybody in chat would like to share whether or not they have their own little narrator in the back of their head. I guess we go down. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Descending
Okay.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
This is
Why
when
did
it
he
turns
feel
into
this
Doom.
now, when for
Office
years
Edition.
It had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered.
Just one
for long.
voice. Of course you would say that, Cosmic. Of course you would say that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
What?
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, no, we're going this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet
Oh,
his
sweet.
violent death.
To death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get
Nope.
back on track.
We're going all the way down the hallway.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
All right, Doom. Office Edition.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Jack.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the
now it's not
enormous
Jack, it's
metal
Jill.
jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Guess it's relatively painless. Wait, I didn't get smushed.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What
Hi.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
All right,
When every
Valhalla.
path
Oh
you can
no, it's
walk
just the
has been
office guy.
created for you long in advance. Death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Hold on.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the
Yeah, I do.
moment he hit start?
Oh. I named it Jack. If you've read the book or watched the movie Fight Club, it's Edward Norton in the movie. When you look at the credits, he's called just the narrator, and throughout the movie he'll say, I'm Jack's lack of surprise, I'm Jack's empathy, I'm Jack's rage, etc. So that's where I took that from, is the Fight Club references of Jack. Wait a second. Really? Why doesn't it have the closet on here? The closet is very important. So really is oh, we'll go left. Why not? Maintenance room. War zone. Alien base. Who designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay. I kind of feel like this guy's slowly losing his mind. I like the fact interesting. A JRPG, how do you make it the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Those are very key questions for game development. The lounge. We went to the lounge. What is this place? Zending model? I don't think we went in there. I feel like I'm going slightly insane. Monitor, elevator room, countdown desk. We didn't see any of this stuff. We saw none of this stuff. And I have no idea where I'm going. Wait a second. We got the middle one. We didn't get the other two. What's this?
But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Kevin Brighting.
Jumped in the river. Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door.
That's interesting. That's actually kind of cool.
Stanley stood.
All right, so how do we get out of here? I want the narrator to yell at me more. Wait a second. We went round and round. Maybe there's a different way I should have taken. We went there. We went there. That was the emails. Ah, that's horrifying. That's my office. Maybe I took a wrong turn somewhere? Or does this just go round and... Ah, exit. Here we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how
No,
much they
seriously, we
need
disabled
one
it? That
another?
was the achievement? What a
No,
jerk.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Wait a second,
You
we're
can
gonna die
still
again?
save those two. You can stop
Wait,
the
there's two of
program
them?
before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this
No,
game.
no, I'm gonna see what
As
happens.
you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
I don't think
choose
we
it.
get a
Don't
choice.
let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Oh, man. This game is twisted. This game is seriously twisted. And here we go. Back to the beginning again. All right. I gotta go turn on the fan in my bedroom. It's getting hot in here. All right. I'm back. I'm back. Alrighty. So this time
All of his co-workers were gone.
we are going
What
to
did it
go.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We were gonna go do everything we did. Right, we're gonna
When
go
Stanley
left.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
We're going to go this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Talk less, do unbelievably
Feeling a wave
amazing
of
work.
Disbelief,
All the
Stanley
time, every day,
decided to
no
go up to
exception,
his boss's
expectation
office,
of promotion
hoping he
or
might find
recognition.
an answer there.
Sounds about right. Ah! They boarded it up on me this time. Oh my god. Oh god. Our favorite space masochistic is getting hot from the punishment? Yeah, little bit.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're doing this differently this time. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do... Should we go up or down, guys? Up or down? Up or down? We go to heaven or we go to hell? Which one are we doing here? Do 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 do. Boo doo boo boo boo. Both. I'll listen to the man. None of the narrators or chatters have ever gotten me in trouble in a video game before. Oh, this is great elevator music. Two, three, four. We didn't go anywhere. I wish I could zoom in. Ah, no, we don't go anywhere. Okay. What does that one say? I am the most expensive boss.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
What? Chianti.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yep. Now we're gonna go to the mind control facility. Oh, it only lets me choose down. Aw. That's kind of terrible. I wanted to go up.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
We're gonna go this.
Control
No, I'm just
Facility.
kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see what happens in here. Trying to read that. Just looks like it looks like. No, it's not binary. Interviewing and interrogation tactics. Words. General questions about bucket filling. What? Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. A short history of relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary. What? Well, I guess we push the light.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I swear to God, if we end back up in the office. I wish I could zoom in more. Employee observation protocol. Same. Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427, that's me, right there. That's that one right there. Let's see what it does. Maybe there's hints. Maybe there's hints or something. Dang. Okay, I don't see anything. Time to go to the next spot. Let's see what it does.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, I'm following this narrator blindly, so...
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What? I mean, it beeps and stuff, but it doesn't do anything. What is this? Console disabled. I'm making things beep. What is this? It's just lights. Anything? I don't think we can interact with anything. I'm such a gamer. I see buttons I gotta push. Ooh. Didn't do anything. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay, nothing. Alright, alright, alright. Mind control. Idle. Inputs await. The door didn't shut on me, so that's good.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Maybe, should I turn it on, guys? Should I turn it on? On or off? What do you guys think I should do? On or off? Because whatever I do, I'm going to come back and do the exact opposite. On, off, on, off, on. Screw it, we'll go on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you want? Control?
Power. Power, baby.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Let's see if we can get out of here.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Let's see if I can get out of here.
Precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
See if we can get back out of here. I doubt it.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything,
I did push
and take
button
back
4.
the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around
Button 4 is right
will
over
be
here.
even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Okay, maybe I can figure this out.
Stanley, that this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I have no idea what my purpose is.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye, employee 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
This narrator's such a dick. I love it.
Let it go peacefully. Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
So apparently I got nuked. I got nuked. And here we go. Again. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This
Perhaps he had
game
simply
is
missed the memo.
incredible. It's so simple, but incredibly fun. Oh my God.
When Stanley came to a set
All
of
right.
2 open doors,
We made this
he entered
choice.
the door on his left.
All right. I'm going to try to remember everything I did. And then when we get to that same part again, we'll
Yet there was
do
not
the
a
opposite
single
thing.
person here either.
Oh, Jesus.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
What?
find an answer there.
I have a cupcake? Oh. Get out. Get. Bye. Get. I can't believe they boarded this up on me. I'm not happy about that. All right,
To a
up the
staircase,
stairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't think this does anything. I did down last time. Let's see if up does anything. Need more water soon. I think we're just gonna be, yeah. I don't think this elevator does anything. And that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to do anything. All right, let's...
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Still surprised.
Jack is getting annoyed with me. Loading. Jack is getting highly annoyed with me, and I find it funny. Alright, let's see.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Alright, we
read
already did
Mind
that.
Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret
reminds
did this
me
place
of,
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he
Oh
have
god,
the
I'm having a
strength
brain
to find
fart.
out?
Xavier's, machine. Ah, crap, what did he call it? Cerebro.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
427.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored.
That's a
in this
shot,
place
Brian.
where freedom
That's a shot,
meant nothing.
Cosmic. Alrighty. Let's see.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Fired.
Had Stanley really been
That
under
one's
someone's
blank.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it
Glitched.
blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay. Mind control facility.
But here
All
was
right.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
All right, let's try it
he
this time.
Would dismantle the controls once and for all.
All right, let's try this again. I think we did it. I think we beat the game, guys.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Something tells me it's not over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Hey, Meek, what's up?
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Something tells me
Where
that this
had
is
his
going to loop back
co-workers
around
gone?
again.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this
Can I-
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge
Really,
or even
Grumpy.
power that
Interesting.
he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
I'm gonna
or
try
how to
again.
feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Good night. Love you.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I'm gonna
This
try
was
it.
exactly
If
the
this
way,
loops around
right
again,
now,
I'm gonna try some other
were meant
things.
to happen.
I hope
And
the closet's open
Stanley
again.
Was happy.
Was Stanley actually happy? Complete the Stanley parable. Really? That was it? Okay. Let's try this again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a second. That didn't happen the last time, did it? Oh no, I guess it did. That one I can't interact with. Awaiting input. Okay. Alright. Oh, hell yeah, new content. Let's go.
New content? What does
This
that
is-
mean? New content.
I'm feeling FOMO right now, guys. I'm feeling the FOMO. Gotta go. We got new content. Graphics update. Star map. Master modes. Let's go. Wait a... Yeah! Where are we going?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on
What?
home
Really?
computers.
It's an amusement
After
park ride?
receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await
man.
in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So am I.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I can't wait.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
This is honestly, this is how DLC should be introduced to games. Just a door that says new content.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Mostly
It's as if
tedious.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me
Let's
the
go.
content, Stanley.
Yes, we need high quality content for the channel. Wait, what?
All right. Let's see. It's the jump circle.
What? Wait, I can't jump anywhere else but this. What? Did Chris Roberts make this? So I can only jump in the circle.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It's TF7. It's TF7 FK1. Just because I'm curious. Wait, really? I can't jump anymore, even in the circle? Ah. 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 Because it's finished and bug-free. That's true, I haven't run across any bugs yet.
Elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yeah.
Gotta buy more jumps. I gotta go to the pledge store and buy more junk.
Let's see it.
More
I'm
jumps.
ready for whatever it is.
Okay, what do we got?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason.
Jack, you don't know video game development.
And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship.
50 jumps for 50 USD.
I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
The end is never the end. Wait. What's this? This is new. This wasn't like before. Is this the new content, guys?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Sounds like my little brother trying to get me in trouble. Let's see what's this way. You know what? Screw it. Let's check out the vent.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh. Ooh. Farming simulator?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Do we get crafting here? Do we get crafting now in the new content? Can we craft?
You
Do we
see,
get to-
Stanley,
Ah.
doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Good times.
Oh, wait.
Buy on Steam. Download the demo for free. This is funny. This is really funny. Oh, their first dollar. Oh, so cute. The menu screen. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Oh, man. Deals tough choices. Yeah, these choices are tough. Honestly, they did a good job with the footsteps, even though you can't see your feet.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Is he going to read the whole
so
thing?
many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
He sounds like Star Citizen players for 6 months to a year.
An hour of new elevator content.
Oh, God. What's up here? What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. And I can't get in. I wanted to maintain some stuff. There's probably crafting behind that locked door. Person of the year. I think that's me. Oh, look, I have my own action figure. The end is never the end. What is this?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh, man. Where do I get to go now? Well, we came from there. The serious room? We were just in there. Like, I can't go that way. And I'm not in the jump circle. I ran out of jumps.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
The maintenance
But
room.
I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley,
Escape from Tarkov.
Reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
This ought to be...
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound
Steam
philosophical
reviews.
insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh my god. Oh, you can't read them. Damn it. I want to read some of these. Can't read it.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
This narrator's hilarious.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
More reviews.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long
could you not like the narrator?
Of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No, I want him to yell at me.
Like these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second
I'm
my
gonna
incessant
see
drilling
what he
starts
does.
to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an
I'm just gonna let him go.
monologue, and it goes something like this.
I'm just gonna let him go.
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Clive, what's up, man?
We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until
I'm just gonna let him go. Just gonna let him go.
That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just.
Oh, he's just gonna repeat
until 245.
Oh no, he's not repeating.
The logic of elimination working backwards.
Oh no,
the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Oh, I agree, Pagan. The narrator, honestly, the narrator is this game.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once, that you are both making choices and not making choices,
and that
they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. At first, I was leaning towards... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether
Cookie
they'll
9.
edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become
I think you
educated on exactly how Steam
You
works.
can edit it.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to
Why am I
check on
talking to him
before
like
I
he's a
went
real
about this
person?
whole
What the
exercise
hell?
of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my
Wait, the
goodness.
tree's
I
dead.
have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
What?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting. Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
What the hell? Wait, the door's gone. Oh no. Guys, I will never be that streamer that lets his smoke alarm beep beep every few minutes in the background. I'll never do it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. The end is never the end, 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 is...
Oh, it's leaking in the back. Can I get back there? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. I'm checking something. I think it's filling up with water now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Skip. Okay. What is this, Fallout? Have we entered the Fallout timeline? Damn it. Okay. I don't leave footprints. This game's not real. Refund. I don't even have feet. It's the same in every direction. It was Daymar all along. Okay. Okay, okay.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. Where's the narrator? Where's the narrator? New content? It would take 10 years of time for Star Footprints. New. Let's check out the new content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
He dead. Looks like he's back. Wait a second. Are we going to... God damn it. Elevator gameplay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Wait, I'm in a box?
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Wait, what? 427.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Oh, man.
This is what fans have truly been
Investor
asking for.
showcase. Ooh. Okay, we can't open that door.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2. Now,
See, here in
that's an
America, we
artistic
call our
statement right there.
McDonald's
It's
hamburgers
future-oriented.
Ultra Deluxes
It screams
and Arch
progress and
Deluxes.
Innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Paradigm shift. Brick mortar approach. Envelope client-centric marketing. Color red. Oh, okay. More TSPs. Better TSP. Win-win. Wait. Sequential mind share? What? New content is out. New content part 2 is in. New old busted new. They're back. 2 doors. Stanley Parable 2. Wow. The marketing team, this marketing team and Star Citizen's marketing team needs to get together. That the number 5 is actually pretty good. No, can't open that. Oh, okay, we can
Now, to
open
be
up
clear,
this.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
Number 2
that
chat.
surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific
It's
or
a
logical, really.
okay. Apparently, they have talked together. Portal 2 sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. Divinity, Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Okay. That's pretty good. These are really good. These posters are really good. Ooh, laptop. It's a bird instead of an apple. This way to the show floor. New features. A bus I can't use. No jumping mechanics yet. So far I'm a little disappointed in part 2. We got no jumping content. We got no feet yet. The bus doesn't work. Starting to feel like a PTU patch. Look, these elevators don't work. I'm desyncing.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. What? Oh, we got merch. Wait. The reassurance bucket? What? Please no screenshots. What's over here? Fired the devs, hired more marketing. Free, new, and easy achievement. Get it here? What? Okay, the new content jump circle. All right.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Oh, I shouldn't have used
well,
them.
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Oh, that sucks. I knew I shouldn't have spent them all in one spot. Damn. What should we do? Should we do the button or the reassurance bucket? What is this? Please no screenshots. Ooh, red is the new orange. New features, new content, new ideas. We'll try. We'll go to the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think
Can I put it on my head?
It has made you the slightest bit more
The bucket is
attractive
life.
as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, so we have the bucket. Can I put it on my head? Kind of want to put it on my head.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
All right, let's see the button.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually
Did it take
recognized
7
and
years
validated as
to road
equal.
to the button?
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh my god, this game is too much. This game is just too much. And oh god. Road to the perfect button. The road to Pyro. Oh my god. Okay. Hear yours today. Okay, okay.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim.
I can't handle this game.
Being heartbroken as
Oh
Jim.
my god.
Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh my
Do you feel
god.
it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then
Shit.
please step forward and press the button. Jim. Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again. Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Fuck, I can't handle this, guys. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. That has no right to be that funny. That has no right to be that funny. Oh, man. No right to be that funny at all. Oh. Alright, I guess,
I suppose I could allow only
guess-
people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Oh. Oh my god. Press it again? Okay, I'm gonna go press it again. I'm gonna go press it again. Oh, man. I wish I had my jumping mechanics back. Can somebody please donate to the channel so I can go to their pledge store and buy more jumping? I'm kidding, by the way. Don't do that.
There, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Ah, Jack, you dick. Only I could jump and push the button. Oh, I did. I wish he would say something. What's this? I'm not going to the epilogue. I'm not going to the epilogue. I do want to get some merch.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on
well
Get
someday.
Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th
you,
birthday,
Jack.
step-niece, it is.
No, I wanted to get well someday. Ah, damn it. Ah.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Free new easy achievement. Okay. Let's go. I want the free new easy achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just... Guys, this is this is
Now, here's
pressing
something
all
special.
the
You remember
right
that broken
buttons.
test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Oh, he's developing technology.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right
Oh,
now, the
son of a
achievement is
bitch.
still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give me my achievement, damn it. Don't develop the technology later. Give it to me now. I was hoping he'd say something dickheaded to me. Oh well, I guess we go back. I think I saw a sign for infinite hole.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
That's new. Let's see. Let's see, what is this? You know what, guys? This is starting to feel a little like a Star Citizen convention. Oh. Hey, look.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering
Right,
up these
Cosmic.
miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Can we go forward more? We can go forward more. I can hear my bucket jingling. Jangling. Making bucket sounds. This is rather creepifying. Give me it. Damn.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Achievement, button that says the name, merch. What? I got the reassurance bucket, offer decorations, epilogue, collectibles. I want to go to the infinite. I want to go to the infinite hole. Where's the infinite hole? It's in K. That's the exit. Where's the infinite hole? There's the infinite hole. Let's go. Time and depth. Opening. Whole entrance infinity. What? The infinite hole chart, hole, depth, space, more hole, question mark, science, infinity, more, falling, educational use only.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact
can't wait to try it.
a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
A stunning leap forward. Ah!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to
What?
the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again?
I did.
I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was
It's not a
more
claw,
than
it's a
deep
straw.
enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
I am always the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yes, it
I couldn't
did.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow.
It's shorter.
Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I'm glad you see it my way.
There it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean...
You broke
I really
it.
don't have an explanation. Still nothing.
Next patch. Next patch, right?
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
What?
And now you'll get more
No,
time
Jack,
of it
come
than
back.
you could ever have asked for. It's a
Jack,
win for
come back.
everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
At least I have the
hope you
bucket.
and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Fuck you, Jack. Come back. Am I really stuck in this hole? Wait a second. Guys, I think we're gonna finally play Stanley Parable 2. I think they're bringing in the new patch. I'm actually excited, guys. The marketing on this is fantastic. Ooh, I get to change my perspective? Oh, that's cool. Yes. What? Ooh. What the
using up the space of mine. My head's strong.
JT, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. What the hell? What the fuck is this, guys? What the hell? Oh, I love the claymation. Oh, that's cool.
Stanley? 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 Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip? What the hell is Toodle pip?
Fresh meat.
Sapphire, what's up? Welcome. How are you? The end is never the end. Oh, we're back? Okay.
Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I think I've tried out all the new features. I want to go back to the gym button. Oh, they changed it. Let's see if it's back to working again. Oh my god, this game is cracking me up so hard. Ah, the buttons. Man. That's so disappointing. I wanted to be Jim again. I wonder if I can get another bucket. Maybe they'll give me 2 buckets. Something tells me, though, that the bucket's already gone, because I have the bucket. But I want another bucket. Give me another bucket. It's gone. Okay. We already went there. Don't think we can open up this door. We went to the that's new, infinite hole, free easy achievement. There's the exit. No, we the epilogue. We didn't do the epilogue. That's this way. This door, right here.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, that was fun. What is this? Settings, world champion, mostly infinite hole, free achievement. Let's go this way. Oh, man. Okay, we did collectibles. I guess all we got left to do is the exit. Exit. Exit.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
$427. No screenshots.
So, Stanley,
Ah.
what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply...
Oh, God.
well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Oh, it would possibly
Suppose
work.
It could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title
Yes,
screen.
we need a title screen, a
that
good
says with
title screen.
bold and uncompromising
Something that
conviction,
their marketing
this
team-
is the Stanley Parable 2.
Like those screenshots that the
Let me see
marketing
if I
team
can
did
whip
in
something
the
up.
rooms a few over.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Wow. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna stop here. You know, depending on if you guys really enjoyed this game, we will probably pick this up. I'm gonna go eat something and start recording for some videos that I'm gonna put out throughout the week next week. Thank you all for joining me tonight. All of you guys, JT, Saf, Pagan, Grumpy, Meek. We had Milk in here. Who else? Who else showed up? Zuzu. There's a few other people. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. If anybody hit the subscribe button or the follow button, I'm not sure if it caught it or not. I didn't get alerts. So thank you. I appreciate you all. Yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow night. We're going to be doing something tomorrow night as well. Not sure what yet, but we're going to definitely do something tomorrow night. So thank you guys so very much. So long. Thanks for all the fish. And I will see you in the next one. Peace, guys. Later.